everybody. It's Ken, and I just wanted to share an experience I had with my ketamine treatment last week and get your feedback to see if anyone else out there has had this happen to them. I really don't think I'm the only one. Can't be the only one this has ever happened to, but so the treatment was going along as usual. And for those of you who are new here, I do the Spravato inhalations, uh, three of those, and then one intramuscular injection. And for me, ketamine has always been a very visual experience. I see things, I feel movement. A lot of times, I feel like I'm having a POV shot of me floating down a lazy river, just looking up at the sky and seeing the scenery around me and everything. Um, so yeah, I feel movement. I feel um, texture sometimes, not often. Mostly it's just movement and it's heavily visual. Like there are times where I will be falling. It's a controlled fall. It's almost like floating, but a little faster than that. Just down these canyons of futuristic or extremely old buildings that look like they're made out of, you know, basalt rock, I guess. It's lava, right? Lava rock. Or even carbon fiber, and it's all illuminated from within with these like little green illuminated windows, kind of matrixy in a way, I guess. But so yeah, it's a very visual thing. I can feel movement, and anyway, it was going along as per usual. Usually, what I do is at the clinic I go to, every treatment room has an iPad and there's Spotify on there, and so I over the last God, it's getting close to 3 years. I've assembled a list of songs that I enjoy listening to. Uh, and I typically go for stuff that doesn't have lyrics necessarily. Like two of my favorites are a song by Nicodemus called Endangered Species. And uh, there's an album by a group called Ancient Astronauts. It has music on there, songs on there that I really enjoy. But since it's the clinic's iPad, I don't have my own personal playlist on there. So what I do is I take one of my favorite songs and I'll start out my treatment session with that and then have it create a radio station around it, which is what I did this time. So everything's going as normal. And I don't know at what point this happened in the treatment because time is just non existent for me, at least in my treatments. I have no idea what time it is. Um, and there's a sound effect in one of the songs that sounded exactly like my watch timer. And I use my watch timer every day during the work week to let me know when it's time to go back from my break, my lunch. Uh, I've got alarms and timers for reminding me to log in time in the morning and to log out at the end of the night. So I use it for everything. I'm very well acquainted with that tone. And this sound in the song was that. And immediately I could feel my heartbeat, you know, increase. It wasn't a full on panic attack because ketamine is really good for making you calm and mellow most of the time. It can produce very intense emotions. I'm not saying that it doesn't do that, but I would be very surprised to hear of anyone who's had a full blown panic attack while undergoing ketamine treatment. If you have, let me know because that seems and that would be interesting to hear about. So anyway, I could immediately feel my heart rate rise, and I had this, oh no, I gotta go thing, um, which is weird because during treatment, I, for the first part of it, for most of it actually, I lose all sense of me. There's no sense of identity. There's no I. I just am. I don't have any thoughts about real life because I don't exist anymore. I am just not as Ken. I'm just this being floating through all these weird tableaus, I guess. And and yeah, that's kind of how I know that the effects are starting to wear off. Is I actually start thinking of myself as I again, and so it was probably early on in the treatment that this happened because the fact that I suddenly came back to myself as Ken and thought, "Oh, I gotta go," is very unusual for me. So that sucked because otherwise it was shaping up to be a really nice experience, as it usually is. I can count on one hand the number of bad trips, I guess. I don't like using that word, but I can count on one hand the number of bad experiences I have had while under ketamine. So I was able to rally and continue on, but it kind of revealed to me that I might have some unconscious anxiety and things I need to work out about work, which is okay. So now I have something new to talk to my therapist about on Wednesday. But but yeah, that was strange because I'm really careful to have everything turned off, so I'm not getting any notifications or alarms or anything like that during my treatment. My treatment is my time. Uh, Darn it, I was miffed. uh, and anyway, excuse me. Anyway, that was it. Just wanted to share that with you, and I would really like to hear from other people who have gone through treatment or are currently going through treatment. And have you ever had that happen to you? Has anything like that ever occurred during one of your sessions? I can't be the only one, right? It's got to be more than just me. But yeah, that's it. Just felt like sharing today. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, take care.